U.S. and Russia making a high-profile prisoner swap today to get a Marine who had been held for 3 years back home.
Meanwhile, Russia is now cutting off NATO members Poland and Bulgaria from its gas. Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ben Kennedy live now at the White House following it all. For us, Ben.
Well, Kyle, Nicole, the White House did make clear this prisoner exchange you guys were talking about does not change the U.S. approach to the war in Ukraine.
I'm going to be able to hug my kid.
Her kid is former U.S. Marine Trevor Reed out from behind bars after the U.S. and Russia negotiated a prisoner swap.
It's a huge moment today that speaks to President Biden's commitment to bring home Americans held hostage and wrongfully detained.
Reed was serving a 9-year prison term in Russia after they claimed he endangered the life and health of Russian police officers in an altercation. He spent 3 years behind bars as his health remained a constant concern.
He looks terrible to us. I mean, as his parents, we know he does not look well.
In exchange for Reed, the U.S. released Russian pilot Konstantin Yaroshenko, who served more than half of his 20-year prison sentence on drug smuggling charges. This as Moscow is still holding former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan and professional basketball player Brittany Griner, as the State Department says both cases remain a top priority. This as Russia opened a new front in its war and engaged in economic escalation by cutting NATO members Poland and Bulgaria off from its gas because they refused to pay in Russian rubles. It comes as Vladimir Putin met with the UN Secretary General and as U.S. diplomats were seen returning to Ukraine on Wednesday.
We're going to be having constant conversations here with our State Department colleagues about what their diplomatic activities are going to entail.
And hundreds of millions of dollars of U.S. military aid is now arriving in Ukraine. Kirby says that half the number of howitzers, those long-range cannons, are already there to help push back Russian aggression. Reporting live at the White House, Ben Kennedy, Local 10 News.
Ben,